An incredible artist named Kishiro created Alita Battle Angel 30 years ago.
Kishiro's creation is something that inspires dreams.
Alita Battle Angel is about a girl who is plopped into the world not knowing who she is.
What's that?
Solid.
And she goes on a journey of self-discovery and discovers that she's not an insignificant girl at all. She is someone quite extraordinary.
Dance, little flea!
It's all about this. If you can make the audience believe that that character is real in a tight close-up, and frankly, Weta are the only people that I trusted to be able to do that.
I think we've been able to create a seamless blend of live action and synthetic action in one single frame.
She's just realer than real.
I love it!
If you asked me about the timing of making Alita, it's not the technology. It was finding Rosa Salazar.
Rosa Salazar is fantastic.
I'm a warrior, aren't I? I loved her and I felt like her. She was my person to look up to.
It's amazing seeing Rosa's spirit, her light, come through the Alita character.
When you see something like this, it's like something that looks so different than anything else. We need a movie like this right now.
And I'm just an insignificant girl.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think.
You told me the story of the war, where the powerful prey on the weak. But that's not the way it has to be.
Alita is not like any of the characters that I've done before or that you've done before. She clearly is something much more than what she first appears to be.
Just trying to kind of like channel this power that she's feeling emerging, and she starts to realize that she was someone important.
I don't know what I am.
You have the most advanced weapon ever.
This body, it has the power I need. I feel a connection to it I can't explain.
She has to become a warrior again, but one that now has a conscience and a humanity to them.
Does it bother you that I'm not human?
You are the most human person I have ever met.
I identify with the journey of this character, realizing she has power, but then what do you do with that power? How do you decide your own morality to really direct the awesome power that you can possess?
She's absolutely fearless.
I do not stand by in the presence of evil.
You've never really quite seen anything like this before, but just phenomenal.
You'd made the biggest mistake of your life.
What's that?
Underestimating who I am.
I like Alita because she's absolutely fearless.
It was a huge epic with a lot of moving parts. There's just something for everyone. She also kicks a lot of ass. I do not stand by in the presence of evil.
The stakes are really high. The action is blistering.
I was blown away with the action.
You gotta go to the theater and see Alita in that experience.
That takes it up to another level.
Alita is dropped into this world, and through her eyes, you are experiencing everything for the first time.
I knew when I did Avatar with Weta that Alita would not only be possible, that as a character she would be spectacular.
Hi.
When we were making Avatar, I would tell people we don't need to be photoreal because you can't tell me what real is on Pandora. We only needed to be photographic. For Alita, we're on Earth. Alita needs to be photoreal so that she can stand right next to Christoph Waltz and look together, of one in the frame.
Alita is probably the most ambitious digital character that we have created.
That's so good.
There's no better way of doing that than capturing a performance from a real human.
Performance capture gives you the body and the weight and the realism of the expressions.
The way the performance capture process worked is we had a number of cameras placed around the set that would record markers on the actor's physical body. The system would interpret that marker and put it into three-dimensional space and create a skeleton to go inside a CG model to drive that CG model's performance.
This body, it has the power I need. I feel a connection to it I can't explain. This could be who I am.
It takes some getting used to. You're wearing a helmet with mic pack, battery, microphone, a titanium boom, a recorder. You're zipped into the suit and you have gloves.
It's all the difference in the world for us being able to work on set and actually capture an actor in a proper environment, because you just get a better performance from the actors.
Performance capture tends to lend a lot of credibility because you get all of the weight, you get the physics. That also needs then to be taken to the next level when you talk about something like representation of manga. We really wanted to be able to take this augmented animation hybrid and layer it against the performance capture to attain sort of the best version of both worlds.
What changes it from being motion capture to performance capture is that simultaneously with capturing the body's performance, we are capturing the facial performance.
It's all about this. If you can make the audience believe that that character is real in a tight close-up,
Rosa would wear 2 high-definition cameras as a head rig that would photograph her face. Weta would interpret those images on a frame-by-frame, almost on a pore-by-pore level, to drive the facial performance of the character of Alita.
Every pull, every indent, every scar, every crease, things I wish they didn't put in are there. It's like looking at me because every little nuance of my face is there. Touch him again, and I will kill you.
it's amazing seeing Rosa's spirit, her light, come through the Alita character.
I love it.
My hope is that when people are watching this, they sort of forget that she's a CG character.
I'm a warrior, aren't I? And you know, you've always known.
I think we've been able to create a seamless blend of live action and synthetic action in one single frame.
That was pretty intense, huh?
As a composer, you are a storyteller. Every time you crawl into the skin of a new character, you write their story. It's so simple when you see a futuristic movie to go all out on instruments and sound design, but if you take that overboard, you might lose the soul of the film. For instance, when Alita wakes up and we hear her theme for the first time, it's very slow and very gentle. Alita, she's lost in the world not knowing who she is.
Hello, sleepyhead.
She's discovering herself.
Do you know who I am?
Alita feels vulnerable, and at the same time she is this fantastic person that is gonna save Iron City. It's such a sweet story, but it's set against a pretty cruel backdrop.
What is that?
It's Motorball.
The Motorball theme, it's a piece of music to emphasize the excitement, what the Motorball game is. Everything is going up and down between the music. It's like very intense and very, very heavy. The most challenging part is to really get that heart into the movie. I wanted to create a piece of music for her that felt very emotional, but then at the same time heroic. It's always a puzzle where everything just works with one another. You go for character and you go for something that gives you goosebumps.
In Iron City, the kids play their version of Motorball.
It was amazing. They hired real-life professional rollerbladers.
To do the things that these guys do was really hard. These guys were accelerating quickly.
Steve and Garrett had a huge job. All of the choreographing and all of the training.
I've assembled possibly the greatest people that you can find on inline skates today. Chris Haffey, Frankie Morales, Katie Ketchum, Ernesto, Dave Lang, and Julian Bob. We had huge drop-in ramps for big airtime stuff. We had high-speed winches out there, and we were able to pull them 15 miles.